Imagine a girl who grew up on a farm out in the country. She was the middle of 5 children, with all the rest being boys. She went to school in a small town where everyone knows everyone. She attended her brother's sporting events and participated in sports herself. She was a shy kid, but happy most of the time. However, that changed when she was 10. She started struggling with thinking she was worthless. The next 3 years were tough. She had 4 people around her die, both her grandparents, her uncle, and a boy in the grade ahead of her. Her mom was also hospitalized because of her depression. Her struggles with her self-worth continued, and she would sometimes cry herself to sleep. During this time, she found her worth in her grades and her athletic ability. However, her shyness, her fear of failure, and her lack of confidence in her athletic abilities resulted in her quitting all organized sports. And whenever she got a grade she didn't think was good enough, she became depressed, and her self-esteem suffered. To other people, she still seemed happy, and if anyone noticed her lack of self-esteem, they didn't say anything. She never said anything to anyone either. After she graduated from high school, she attended a Bible college and cut her hair the shortest it had been since she was in kindergarten. Her self-esteem issues seemed to hide during her first year as she made friends and seemed to break out of the box she had been put into in her hometown. At the end of the school year, she even gained the courage to tell her best friend about her struggles and shared a poem she had written earlier that year. All seemed well until the summer where she went back to the farm and away from her friends. Her self-esteem and self-worth issues came back with a vengeance, and she soon became depressed. It became so bad she felt she was better off dead, and it scared her. At the beginning of the following school year, she gained the courage to finally tell her parents about her struggles with her depression. They suggested she get help, but they didn't pressure her. A few weeks later, she figured it was best if she sought help and stopped trying to fight it on her own. She applied to see a mental health worker, and a month and a half later, she had her first appointment. The mental health worker helped her realize she had a social anxiety disorder, which was contributing to her depression and her self-esteem issues. With this knowledge, and with the support of her parents and her mental health worker, she was able to begin her journey of restoring her self-esteem and fighting her anxiety disorder. Her self-esteem would still take the occasional dive, but it never got as bad as it had been before seeing her mental health worker. She is now embracing what makes her unique and is enjoying discovering her strengths. How do I know? Because this is my story and what has contributed to who I am today.